It was one of those nights where sleep felt like a distant memory. My room, dimly lit by the glow of my computer screen, seemed to pulse with an eerie light. I've always been fascinated by the darker corners of the internet, the places where secrets lay buried and forbidden knowledge awaited discovery. Tonight I decided to venture deeper than ever before into the shadowy realm of the deep web. Hours passed as I navigated through encrypted forums and cryptic marketplaces, my eyes straining against the screen. Just as I was about to call it a night, I stumbled upon a site that sent a chill down my spine. The Red Room. The site promised a live stream of something truly sinister, something that claimed to be more terrifying than anything I had ever encountered. My curiosity, always my downfall, got the better of me. I clicked the link. The screen flickered and a grainy video feed appeared. The room was dark, illuminated only by a single flickering fluorescent light. In the center was a chair, and in that chair sat a figure, bound and gagged. My heart began to race as I realized the person was alive, their eyes wide with terror, pleading for help. A message appeared on the screen. "Welcome, viewer. For a price, you can decide the fate of our guest." My stomach churned. This was beyond anything I had imagined. Panic set in, and I quickly closed the laptop, trying to erase the image from my mind. But it was too late. The vision of the bound figure was seared into my brain. That night, sleep was impossible. I tossed and turned, the horrors replaying in my dreams. The next morning, I tried to shake off the lingering fear. It was just a video, I told myself, probably staged. But my unease grew when I received an email from an unknown sender. The subject line read, "You can't escape." My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside was a single line of text. "We saw you, Sam." My heart skipped a beat. How did they know my name? I had been so careful using a VPN and anonymizing software. How had they found me? Another email arrived with a video attachment. Against my better judgment, I clicked it. The video showed my own bedroom, filmed from the corner of the ceiling. I could see myself staring at my computer screen the same moment I had watched The Red Room the night before. Panic set in. I tore my room apart, searching for the hidden camera, but found nothing. I decided to go to the police, but as I reached for my phone, it buzzed with another message. "Don't go to the police. We are always watching." For days, I lived in constant fear. I barely slept, barely ate, always looking over my shoulder. The emails continued, each one more threatening than the last. They knew my routines, my friends, my family. I felt trapped, my own home no longer safe. One evening, there was a knock at the door. I hesitated, then opened it to find a small package on my doorstep. I brought it inside and opened it with trembling hands. Inside was a USB drive and a note. "Watch this." With dread, I plugged the USB into my computer. The video showed a new victim, bound and gagged in the Red Room. But this time, the face was familiar. It was my sister. A message appeared on the screen. "Your turn to decide, Sam. What will you do to save her?" I felt a cold sweat break out across my forehead. My mind raced, trying to figure out what to do. Calling the police was out of the question. They had made that clear. I had to think of something, anything, to save her. I opened the chat window on the Red Room site and typed furiously, "What do you want? I'll do anything. Just let her go." The response was immediate. "We want you to participate. Do as we say, and she will be released." My heart sank. Participate in what? I had no choice but to agree. "Fine, just tell me what to do." The instructions were horrifying. They wanted me to perform tasks, each more gruesome than the last, on livestream. The thought of it made me sick, but my sister's life was on the line. I had to do it. The first task was simple: cut myself on camera. The pain was sharp, but bearable. The next tasks escalated quickly. They wanted me to break into a neighbor's house, steal items, and destroy property, all while live streaming it. Each act felt like a piece of my soul being chipped away. Days turned into weeks. I was a puppet, controlled by unseen hands, forced to commit unspeakable acts. My sister was the only reason I kept going. Every now and then, they would send me a video of her, still alive but looking increasingly frail. It was a twisted game, and I was losing. One night, after a particularly brutal task, I received another package. Inside was a phone and a new note. Final task, call this number. With shaking hands, I dialed the number. A voice on the other end answered, "Sam, your final task is to bring someone else into the red room. Choose wisely." My mind went blank. How could I do that to someone else? But I had no choice. I had to save my sister. I spent the next few days in a daze, trying to figure out who I could target. Finally, I decided on a co-worker who had always been a bit of a loner, someone who wouldn't be missed immediately. I lured him to my place under the guise of needing help with a project. Once he was there, I knocked him out and set up the camera. My hands shook as I tied him to the chair, knowing what awaited him. I started the stream and sent the link to the red room. They responded with a single word, "Well done." Minutes felt like hours as I waited for the final instruction. Then another message appeared. "Your sister is free. Check your doorstep." I ran to the door, hoping it wasn't a cruel joke. There she was, weak but alive. I hugged her tightly, tears streaming down my face. We packed a bag and fled that night, leaving everything behind. We never spoke of the Red Room again. We changed our identities, moved far away, and tried to build a new life, but the scars remain. Every night I check the locks twice and triple-check the windows. I know they're still out there, watching, waiting. The deep web had taken a piece of my soul, and I feared it would never let go.